Ladies and gentlemen, apologies for not posting videos recently. I've been having a lot of fun playing Arknights Enfield. Now, when it comes to Arknights Enfield, there are a lot of things that I like about it, but there's also a few things that I'm disappointed about it, and some things that I'm absolutely livid at, but we'll get to that in a totally separate video. But for right now, we're talking about Punishing Gray Raven appearing on Steam. That's right, on February 2nd, you're going to be able to download this game for free on Steam, if downloading it for free wasn't obvious enough. Now, this has a lot of different implications and a potential change for the future of Punishing Gray Raven. There are a few benefits that's going to come out of this, and there's also a few things that I actually want to come out of this that most likely won't happen for quite some time. But hey, who knows, this ended up dropping out of nowhere, so you never know what might happen when people just end up shadow dropping things or spontaneously making things happen. But with Punishing Gray Raven appearing on Steam, that means that they're going to have a brand new source of revenue coming on through, as there are a lot of people, or rather, not a lot of people, some people who don't even play Punishing Gray Raven because of the way the launcher is, apparently. I don't know what their beef about the launcher is. For me, I just double click on the icon, I let administration do its work, and then I press start. Man, it's pretty much as simple as that. But apparently, some people's launchers lag, some people's launchers crash, and other people's launchers don't work. Skill issue? Maybe. Mental issue? Probably. Are they telling the truth? Well, I can't verify it for myself. My launchers have always worked perfectly, so I can't really comment on something that I don't understand. Now, as for that totally brand new source of revenue I was talking about, there's actually people that do play Steam all the time that actually have no idea Punishing Gray Raven exists. Just like how there were a lot of people on PlayStation who didn't know Wuthering Waves existed, and the numbers for Wuthering Waves ended up increasing. This is going to be nothing but a net positive for Punishing Gray Raven when it comes to increasing the community and earning a little bit more money. Now, whether the game is going to receive neutral, negative, overwhelmingly negative, positive, or overwhelmingly positive, that's up to the people. After all, there are actually going to be some people anyways that's going to be switching over from the regular old launcher of Punishing Gray Raven to the Steam launcher of Punishing Gray Raven. An understandable change based off of the information I presented earlier. But aside from that, this means clearly Punishing Gray Raven is expanding, and it's expanding enough to be able to be put on Steam and be a recognized game, possibly a well-recognized game. Now, obviously, there's a bunch of niche games on Steam, probably thousands that I've never heard about that's probably peak, but Punishing Gray Raven probably isn't going to be one of those games that has a super small community or player count. For the game that it is and for the size that it is, it might end up having a pretty decent player count. Seeing Punishing Gray Raven appear on Steam gives me a whole lot of hope that Punishing Gray Raven is going to end up appearing on a whole lot of other platforms. We've got PGR on phone, we've got PGR on tablet, we've got PGR on PC, and now we have PGR on PC Part 2, Steam. Now, when it comes to Punishing Gray Raven, something that I have always wanted from it is the fact that I want it on console. Now, I know that there's a lot of work that ends up going into a console port, blah blah blah, gotta talk to Sony, gotta talk to Microsoft, gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta optimize your game for console, gotta wait, gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta optimize your game for console, gotta do this, gotta do that. And trust me, I completely understand where you're all coming from, but understand where I'm coming from. I have plenty of friends that don't have a PC or a phone that's good enough to be able to run Punishing Gray Raven properly. So when it comes to those people, my friends who really want to play Punishing Gray Raven because they love the world, they love the characters, and they just want to simply experience it on a console, then I think that Punishing Gray Raven appearing on console would be yet another net positive for Kuro Games. I have a feeling that they'd end up having so many more players. And to be honest, even though them appearing on Steam is just them re-releasing on PC Part 2, it actually still gives me hope that they might end up releasing on other platforms. I actually do want to know what you guys think when it comes to Punishing Gray Raven releasing on Steam. Me personally, I think that it's great. It doesn't really change anything for me because I'm still going to be using the normal launcher for Punishing Gray Raven, and obviously I won't feel the need to uninstall it and reinstall it from Steam. Unless of course the original launcher is just not going to work anymore and I completely missed that information, then by by all means, let me just take a sip of my libation here. In which case, I'll be severely disappointed. There's always the possibility that their Steam launch is going to end up being booty butt dog shit and it's not going to end up working at first. There's also a possibility that they might end up bumping into the same issue I heard Blue Archive ended up bumping into, where Nexon and Steam accounts weren't properly linking up and people were losing their data, and then they had to contact support and they had to do a whole bunch of things like that, blah blah blah. Hopefully that doesn't end up happening with Punishing Gray Raven. But this was just a short video of me talking about PGR appearing on Steam. I actually am going to end up be posting another video, that video being about Arknight's Enfield. That'll probably happen later tonight, or it might end up happening tomorrow, who knows. But don't worry, I know it's been a few days extra since I posted a video. I'm not going to be disappearing again. I'm also going to be streaming Arknight's Enfield again, but instead of on YouTube this time, it's going to be on Twitch. I'm going to be jumping back and forth between Twitch streams and YouTube streams, so make sure you keep an eye out for both, and obviously let me know in chat if you like Twitch or YouTube better. Me personally, I think Twitch is more visually pleasing and more fun to interact with, considering all the emotes and everything, but YouTube just has a better sort of ease, I think. I don't know, you guys let me know. But anyways, in conclusion, Punishing Gray Raven appearing on Steam could mean so much more. It could mean releases on other platforms, which dear god I'm hoping so, and we could see some major expansions coming to Punishing Gray Raven with this new stream of revenue that's going to be coming in from Steam. I'm really hoping that they build upon the whole Babylonia mode and end up making even more modes that's similar to it. As someone who's a complete sucker for open world games, I don't care what anyone says, I'm always going to prefer and have fun with open world games. They can be so beautiful, and even when I have nothing to do in said open world, I still enjoy just running around with the characters and just being a part of the world and just overall beating up random enemies, completing random objectives, etc, etc. Anyways, that's going to be it for me. I want you all to take care, and peace.